In Pauper, in this moment, in my opinion, there are two ways of playing Magic. One way is the value way, so all the decks based on Icor Wellspring plus Deadly Dispute. Instead, the other way is to play aggro slash tempo, so like mono red, mono blue terror, also dredge, mono blue Faeries, and of course Gruul ramp. So what's the difference between these two types of play? The first one focuses more on making value during the first turns. So in general, the turn, the usual turn is turn 2 Icor Wellspring, turn 3 tapped land plus Deadly Dispute. So you're filling your hand, but of course you're doing anything on the board. I mean, there are some cases, for example, you can do also a Refurbished Familiar turn 2, you can have a Busted start with a double Mirror Enforcer turn 3, okay, but in general, I'm saying in general, those decks work in a less explosive way. Instead, this aggro decks aim is to put their win condition during the first turn. So, okay, you're making your Icor Wellspring plus Dispute, you're drawing 4 cards, good job, but meanwhile you're doing this, I'm putting my win condition. So I'm putting my turn 3 Avenging Hunter, Terror plus Bang Open of Counterspell, I'm swinging with my Goblin tokens after playing a Bushwalker. So this is like tempo against value. So, and of course there is Glee, in particular Jund Glee, which in my opinion, and I think most of you agree with me, is the most powerful deck of the format, because can combine both these two aspects. So can go wide in the mid, also late game with a lot of value, and also can win turn 3, because can make with an infinite. So that's why that deck is so busted in this moment. But let's talk about Gruul ramp. Gruul ramp is very explosive, it's very fun to play. I've played a lot this deck the last days, and at the beginning I wasn't playing the Bannerhide Crucial, the famous prosciutto, as also called the prosciutto in Italy, because I mean it is obviously a prosciutto. So the first time I've seen this card, the first time I saw this card, I thought this was weak, so I didn't want to include this weak card in the main list, and I've played with 4 Oliphants, because I was scared of playing only 16 lands, and the Oliphant aim was to give stability to the mana base, to the keep, because this deck mulligans a lot. And also it is a red source, so very important. And I mean, it worked. I was happy with the Oliphant. I mean, you can play with 4 Oliphants. It is an interesting choice. And of course, I was also running Breath Weapon, because having a red mana in a consistent way, I mean, gives us access also to the Breath Weapon. And I also was running 3 Lightning Bolts instead of the Vines of Vastwood. Not Seal of Fire, because I think it is pretty weak against Glee. So as a Glee player, I'm happy when they play Seal of Fire. I know it is only a way to make them waste time, to slow them down, but in my opinion, it is not worth it. So then I've played a lot that deck, but in some spots I felt like the Crucial would have been even better than Oliphant. So then I've changed. I've tested also with this card, this list. Of course, after cutting the Oliphant, I couldn't afford anymore the Breath Weapons, and neither the bolts. So I put Sandstorm and Vines, and I really liked also this version. So I'm going to make another league with this version, with the prosciutto. So it is more green, less red, but definitely can scam a little more with this card, because giving +2/+2 is strong, the scavenge ability is very strong. For example, you can make a Chrysalis Huge with an Hydra and give +2/+2, and the turn after you can also give +4/+4. So very strong. I really like these 7 cards in the sideboard because these cards do 2 things. The first thing is like a removal. I mean, Ram Through can be a removal. Vines of Vastwood, of course not, but this card doesn't let the Brood Scale combo with the Glee, doesn't let the Cracklan combo with the how it's called, the toxin analysis. And also, if you don't block my creature, I give it +4/+4, which is a lot. So I really like these 2 characteristics of these 7 cards. And of course, then I have the mono red package. Every deck in this format, I think, has at least 8 cards in their sideboard for the mono red matchup, and I think Sandstorm is pretty solid. I mean, the problem with mono red is Kuldota Bushwalker, because we can manage their board, their creatures with their 2/2 creatures, but it is difficult to deal with Kuldota Bushwalker, an early Kuldota Bushwalker, and this only requires 1 mana, prevents that plays, so incredible. And finally, I've chosen Nylea. I really like this card. You can take it with Rumble. In some spots, mono red manages to push a lot of damage early. Even if you're able to manage their board, probably you're low with life, and Nylea can make GG, because when their only hope is to top deck 2 bolts and I play Nylea and I gain 5-6 life, they do not have that out anymore, so they don't have any out anymore, and this deck wins. So the list is pretty stock, so there aren't particular choices. As I already said, I prefer to make a league with this one than with the Oliphant, even though it is playable, the Oliphant. So this is the list, these are the choices. Let's play some Magic. Okay, first match on the league, we are on the draw. With this hand, I think I'm going to keep this hand. We have turn 1 Utopia Sprawl. Okay, now we have also the mountain. So this we'll call green, I guess. Wall of Roots. So this is walls, which means this is a problem. I mean, this is a bad matchup. So here I'm going to slam the Jewel Thief, and then next turn initiative. Being on the play is of course not so good. So they revealed Quirion Ranger, Shield Wall Sentinels, Harley Caretaker, and also Generous Ant, which, I mean, it's pretty annoying, Generous Ant. Okay, now let's place this initiative. Taking in a forest. And I mean, I can attack. don't think they will take this damage, but I try. Okay, so they're going to take the how it is called, the 0/3 Axeban Guardian. Okay, let's forge on the Jewel Thief, because This way they can't jump with the Wall of Roots, the Jewel Thief. We can't cast the boarding party. Sad news. Think here we're going to rumble. My god, so bad. So bad. I mean, we're being too slow. I don't play anything this turn. Embarrassing. Pretty embarrassing. I don't think there is a card that can save us in this spot. They found all the pieces of the combo. I don't think we can win this turn. We don't have the cards, the combination of cards to win this turn. Am I wrong? They go to 5, but they can also, I mean, they already have all the untapped creatures they want, so going to trap them. Maybe this Hydra can do something. We'll try this. We've lost this game, but I mean, being on the play means also this. They can take 4, so for example, yes, Wall of Roots, of course they're going to sacrifice the Wall of Roots and this thing. So 6, okay. I think they can still combo. Let's see, I think so. But I'm too lazy to make to do some math, so I'm only going to say, okay, now they have 3 for the yes, 3 for the Drift of Phantasm. Yes, it is over. It is over. They also have seen the Balakut, so yes, it is over. So what's the plan now? The plan is to put the binds and the how it is called, the ram through instead of boarding party, which is it jumped very well, so I don't need it, and probably the cruise shock. Yes, I think the cruise shock works well with the ram through, but I guess I have to scam. And this card, I like these cards because they also pump. So as I already said in the introduction of the video, this pump so can do 2 things. So now let's hope to jam an initiative turn 3. Hoping will be enough. This is not a turn 3 initiative. Probably I have 2 mulligan this hand. It is okay, we have to risk in this matchup. It is an horrible matchup. We go to 4, so we've just lost, but let's keep this hand. So let's keep this one without, I mean, we can't leave this interaction. It is too weak, so 1, 2, and Probably 3, I mean, we don't have the mana to play that card. I don't think we're going to win this. I don't think so. But doesn't matter. We have to believe. If we don't believe, nothing makes sense. I guess if the overground bottom now is simply over. Oh no, okay, they go Winding Way. Can I see an initiative, please? I mean, I have another draw before I needed initiative, but okay, so they found everything basically, but they have to go to this card. This is a red card which I don't need, and now let's do this incredible race, this unbeatable race. I don't think they can stop this race. 0-3, no, this thing doesn't stop my race, boy. Ooh, this is so good. 4 damage, yeah. 12. 12, you are, no, 11, 11, oh, you don't even block. Yes, yes, of course, makes sense. I could have the cruise shock. Okay, I think this GG. GG, pretty sad match, but I mean, the matchup is, I think, impossible, so. And I didn't expect to face that, so it is okay, it is fine. Okay, second match, now we are on the play and we hope to have a better matchup, honestly, and not a mulligan to 4. Okay, this is an hand, this is a keep. A bit risky, but I feel like we can't mulligan this hand. The mulligan to 6. Please mulligan also took 5, dear opponent. And please do not have interaction with my Arbor Elf. I ask only this. I think it's fair to ask this. Island? Island. Interesting. This can mean Spell Pierce, so not so happy. But what can we do? Okay, this resolved. Miracle, I can't attack because of the presence of Bind Barrow Intruder in this metagame. But if they go Bind Barrow, I can block, untap, and reinforce. This will remain only a dream. End step, okay. I wish these were Oliphants now. So, let's play the Repurposer. No. Let's play the Cruise Shock. Why the Repurposer? Yeah, because the Repurposer permits us to play the Avenging Hunter. And against the blue, this is relevant. Yeah, probably I'm going... But also a 4-4. I mean, if they are Terror, a 4-4 is not so strong because they have 5-5. So probably I'm... What's better? The Prosciutto or the Repurposer in this spot? That's a tough question. That's a tough question. I think I want to push some damage. Yes, I want to force their counterspell. If they go counterspell here, I'm quite happy. I am quite happy. Because now I draw an untapped land and I slam the initiative. No. I guess now I'm playing the Jewel Thief, because I feel like now they will let this resolve, they will do like brainstorm mental note and tamp out to play the Delver, so I want to play the Chrysalis next turn. Which is better because they can have Artful Dodge, Slip of the Dead, so they can tap my creature and steal the initiative, so I feel like it is better to play Chrysalis. We will see. They're Faeries. Didn't expect Faeries after during the first turns they didn't play basically anything. So okay, that's I think that was the correct line at this point, because preparing the initiative against Faeries is not a great idea. Instead, preparing the Chrysalis is huge. Okay, sure. Can't block. Well, now I think I'm going to initiative. If they go like this. Yeah, I think so. Or the Chrysalis. I mean, also the Chrysalis is pretty huge. But I feel like having the red. Yes, I think I'm slamming the initiative here. But I guess they can go like snap. They can go snap. They can block. I mean, if they go snap, they have to attack with both of them. And they can also be open with the Bind Barrow Intruder. The problem is that if I don't play the initiative now, okay, play the Chrysalis, but I don't have the red anymore. So this thing has trample. I think I can take back the initiative in case they steal it. If I had a secure red font, red source, like a mountain, like Utopia Sprawl, I would have played probably in a different way. But in this situation, I only want to see my mountain. And I have two trampling creatures. If they have double snap, I mean, GG. But I feel like I don't want to play around the double snap. They don't have a flying creature, so I have. They can't steal the initiative in this turn. I mean, with a flying creature, obviously. Let's see what they do with this Faeries here. If I manage to resolve a Chrysalis next turn, yes, this would be great. This would be great. So now if they can go snap, so I have two trampling creatures, so it is okay to if they go snap, one snap. Wolf one mind. Drawing two with only one card is not so pleasant for me, but I guess it is okay. We have a lot of powerful cards in hand, so I don't feel in a bad position. We can go Chrysalis plus Repurposer, which is very strong. So let's forge on the probably Jewel Thief. Yes, probably Dual Thief, because if they have snapping the Avenging Hunter is not a good idea and then now I have a lot of mana. Instead this thing is a 5/5, which okay. I like this situation. So now let's slam the Chrysalis, being open of a green. I mean, I can also play the Dual Thief, probably is even better. Yes, it is probably even better because it is another vigilance trampling creature, and now trample is a factor in this moment because I can steal the initiative back with trampling creatures. So yeah, I'm going to cast this Dual Thief. Jewel Thief is so good against an aggro deck because attacks as a big body. What's this block? Mutagenic Growth? Okay, I was saying, it's such a good card. Vigilance and Trample is huge, and 3/3 is pretty powerful against aggro decks, so definitely a busted card and also helps casting the Chrysalis, so pretty useful also for the strategy of the deck. You can steal the initiative. I mean, I have 3 trampling creatures. Oh yes, this is good for me. I mean, this is probably GG. How can you manage 3 trampling creatures? You go to 4. I have 13 power of with trample. You can only take 5, 4. So you can only take, I think, 5, and you have 3 tokenness. Maybe you have another snap. Yes, of course. That would make sense. But I don't know if it's enough. So let's. I mean, if I go Rumble and they go Stutter, they have 4 of toughness, which is definitely not enough. So probably no. I think I'm going to attack first. Yes, they have to do something. I want to use this Screw Shock. Okay, I mean they couldn't have anything. I mean this is too trampling power. So okay, so now what do we want to do? Of course, Avenging Hunter is bad. He's bad against Faeries, not gonna lie. But Sandstorm, I don't feel it is a good card. I mean, I feel like, okay, they can steal the initiative. They also have, like, Bind the Monster, so they can deal with this card. I probably have to take out the initiative, but I don't have strong replacements for this card. So in the previous list, with the previous list, I faced, I think, 2 Faeries, Mono Blue Faeries, and of course I had the Breath Weapon. Breath Weapon, I mean, it is very strong. Also with the Oliphant, I had the Red Sword, so and the went very good, but I don't feel like Sandstorm is good as good as Breath Weapon, but probably still better than Avenging Hunter. We can make an argument also about Nylea Disciple, 3/3 body, so strong, gain life. Yeah, that's probably a card we can consider. Let's see how the Sandstorm behave. And okay, this is a keep. Think I'm putting land on bottom. They kept with 7 cards in hand. Yeah, probably Nylea Disciple is also interesting. Because you can cascade it with boarding parties, another 3/3. The Faeries, the mono blue deck, suffers the 3/3 creatures. So if you manage to put arrays with 3/3 creatures, they can suffer it. Also during the Pauper Geddon, I remember winning against Skura, I think the best player. I mean, I think most of you agree with me. The best player on Mono Blue Faeries. I won especially G2 only with 2 broad scales. So, of course, in the deck I also had the Chrysalis, and but you can definitely win against Faeries with only the 3/3 creatures. So, having the Nylea could be a plan. I can think about it later. Okay, they're going to counter this one. That's a solid choice. Of course, here I didn't want to be stuttered with with Arbor Elf, so and the 3/3, as I already said, is powerful. So making a race back is important. But they had the counter spell. Let's see if they're going to ninja this fairy miscreant. No, they're not going to. I think I'm probably going in a fast way Arbor Elf. So they think I have another spell. No, they don't care at all. Yes, my hope was to. I think in this spot is pretty. The situation is pretty bad because it doesn't make sense to cast a Cruise Shock. I'm stuck with a lens. I have 3 boarding party. I can't sacrifice this spawn to cast a Cruise Shock. So my idea was to play fast as I could. The Arbor Elf, so they thought, okay, you have another threat. I'm not going to counter the elf. Instead, they understood the line. Okay, I guess it is okay. Still not ninja. But they're in a good position. They can also wait. Oh, this is Cruise Shock. Cast this one. I mean, for 4 Trump could be worse. And if I only see a land, I can cast at least one of these boarding party. So it would be a start. What's that? Snap? Snap of Cruise Shock? I would accept it. Okay, Bind Barrow is okay. So they're now going for the how it is called? Draw 2 cards. No, Meeting of Mind is the other one with Convoke. We will discover it soon. The name. Another mana? Okay, it was Off One Mind. Yes, Off One Mind. I need a forest and boarding party that cascades into a Utopia Sprawl, Arbor Elf, Wild Growth, also a Rumble. Oh, of course, if you want to give me a Chrysalis, I mean, I have a lot of ramp spells, so I guess I have a lot of good cascades in order to cast the other boarding parties. Okay, now they have the stutter, so they can stutter what I cascade if it's... Okay, let's see if they stutter this one. You can't stutter this one. I mean, this is a weak card. You have to be... You have to care about Chrysalis, you have to care about other spells. No, die, come on. Come on, you were playing with telepathy. Okay. Come on, you're playing with telepathy. I can't explain. Okay. And what I'm going to do? Nothing. Conceding. I think they've understood that I'm stuck with a lens and that I have like three boarding party in my hand. Take all, yes, take all. I could also reinforce the Eldrazi spawn, but I mean I have to sacrifice this one as soon as I see a land, so don't think makes any sense. Not to let them draw and discard a card. Don't think it is worth it. Yeah, sometimes this deck has a clunky mana base. So in this spot, having an Oliphant instead of a Crucial would be better because we could have cascade at least one boarding party. We could have cast at least one boarding party. Okay, now it's simply over. So we've played with 3, 5, 7 cards, 8 cards, and we've drawn 11. So okay, Sandstorm on the draw. I mean, Sandstorm is a good way to let them tap out. I mean, Sandstorm, yes, Sandstorm can be good because they will counter it, but they will go tap out. So I still believe in this card. Nalia could be good, yes. Also Nalia could be good, but I like the idea to force them to tap out. Ah, this is unfortunate. Okay, this is on hand. Let's keep this one. I need, I think the boarding party will be pretty far from casting this card. So let's wild growth here. And let's pass. I mean, also in this case, having an Oliphant would be so much better. But I've decided to play it with this list, so now I take the consequence. If I draw a forest, I'm in a very good spot. If I don't draw a forest, it's tough. They went top. Oh, okay. Okay, I like this one. Red. Report poster. Okay, now I prefer to have the Crucial than the Oliphant. What? Not attacking? That's weird. Do you have double... Oh, they could have double intruder. Would be impressive. And I have the cruise shock. Why they didn't attack? I mean, I guess the cruise shock would have killed only the Faeries here, but... okay. I think in this spot I have to attack. I mean, I can't play around to bind barrow intruders. So yes, let's play this thing. I mean, pretty solid. 4 mana for 4. I think you have to you're forced to have counterspell. You have it. Good job. Really don't know why they didn't attack the previous turn. Boarding party, okay. 3, 4, 5. I guess here I'm going to play a 3-4 Hydra. Yes, that seems pretty solid. Their mana? Oh, they added mana in the... I don't know what they're doing, honestly. I think they added mana in the damage phase, so they couldn't play the Faeries here again. Okay, but it's base power and toughness 0-2 in addition. Why this is a 3-5? Oh, because it has base and toughness. It has base power and toughness 0-2, but this is a 0-1, so you made this card even better because its base power and toughness are 0 and 1. Instead, and it is huge because it has counters. So now you make it a 0-2, so it is bigger, but of course doesn't have reach. So, and trample, of course, but still not a good play, probably. Give me a land, deck. Give me a land. A land. A land. I have to slam this boarding party. I need to slam this boarding party. Ooh, this is not a land, but it is even better. So let's attack. It is pretty better. Let's attack. Pew pew. That was a pretty bad play. They take 6, which is a lot. Take this. Cool card, this one. So they're not playing Bind the Monster, they're playing this one. Interesting. Here I could be open with the Sandstorm, but I don't think like it is worth it. I like to have the Eldrazi spawns on the table. the pippolinis, as we say in Italy. Eldrazi spawn is a pippolino. 2 Eldrazi spawn are 2 pippolini, so 1 pippolino, 2 pippolini. Rumble is a card. Rumble is a card. There is a risk here. We attack, they go snap. After we tap out for the boarding party. Do we care? Don't think so, but now I guess I want to be open of Sandstorm. Let's think about it. Probably, yeah, probably yes. But I want to champ this ninja. I really want to champ this ninja, so... but I can cascade, I hope, on a blocker. So I hope to cascade a blocker, and I will be open of Sandstorm. Okay. Okay, but at least see what I'm cascading, because if I cascade cascade nothing. So now I think here I'm going to... I can rumble, or yeah, I think I want to rumble here. Yes. Yes, I want to rumble here. In this way I can champ the ninja and swing with roll. I don't think I've played a land, so I guess it is okay. And now let's attack with roll. Don't have trampling creatures, but still a good race. Three, 6, 7. We have also the Crucial ability, but we have to sacrifice this. I mean, if we block the ninja, we don't have anymore the Crucial ability, the Scavenge ability. So let's see. Let's see how they behave. How they block, how they jump. Yes, of course. I mean, probably it's better to jump with the Faeries here, because this is volume. If you draw a ninja, you can be interested into ninjing. Okay, I guess it's your business, not mine. Okay, now I don't know if I want to Sandstorm. Probably I won't. Only with the Fairy Miscreant, which I don't understand this play. I mean, it's better to ninja this one instead of this. I guess it is okay. No, I guess not. I mean, next turn I have to sacrifice this pawn, so I can't be open of... I have to Crucial here, so I can't be open. They will stutter anyway, this. So it is okay. I mean, also drawing a land here would be strong, because making an Eldrazi spawn for 5, I mean, would be strong. So they have the Miscreant. I don't know why they blocked with the. They could have drawn another card. So, okay, I'm quite happy with this draw. Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. But if that thing dies, I can jump the ninja, so it is okay if the repurposer dies. Yeah, I guess the Cruise Shock made a huge value. So now I have 3 little creatures. 2 of them I can. I mean, if I cast, if they have snap, I can cast again the Chrysalis. So okay, and okay, no, they're not. I mean, they should attack in my opinion. Okay, they decide not to. Ninja, another one, for sure. I'm 14. They also are running out of time, sorry, with the clock. So I don't know if it's relevant at this point. I feel pretty confident about this game, but I guess there are some combinations of cards which can probably make me lose. This is one of them for sure. Okay, let's attack. Apparently they have to sacrifice all their board, but of course if they have another... on the Hydra, I guess it is not that bad. I mean, if you have a counter spell back, it is, but... probably was better to bounce the Eldrazi spawn. I mean, I can cast again this Hydra, so you have to counterspell it. Instead, if you bounce this one, I can't recast it, so I didn't understand this line. And now I will cast it. I will cast it as a bestow, probably. Now I will cast it as a creature. It doesn't make sense to bestow this one. Would have made sense pre-combat, but after combat, of course not. Let's think about if I can play around anything. Apart of, beside from for Spike, I don't think they run lose focus. Yes, I think I want to play around for Spike. I mean, it is almost free. I don't think they have it, but it is almost free to play around for Spike. Two mana counterspell. Okay, this is fine. Okay. Going to jump. Could also yield. I mean, if they bounce this one, I don't think it is relevant to have a 6-7 or a 7-8, so, but I have time, so I don't think I will. I think they've lost with the clock, I guess so. I think they've played bad because they've sacrificed a mix grant, so they in this moment they could have 3 cards in hands instead of 2. They I mean 4 cards in hands, because if they bounce this one instead of the Hydra, there wouldn't be any need to cast the counterspell, because if you bounce this, I can't cast it. Instead, if you bounce the Hydra, I recast it. So they could have a lot of resources. Instead, they do not have them. So I guess I'll take it. I mean, happens. Probably they're testing. It's not. There's nothing to be ashamed of. With this deck, I've made a lot of mistakes in the leagues. So during the leagues, so it is totally fine. Yeah, I am curious how this game would have gone if they didn't. Okay, if they didn't. If they played better, but I guess I'll take it, and let's go to the third match. Probably I'm going to record the third match tomorrow, because I'm tired now. Let's see. You will see. Okay, let's keep this one. We are on the draw against Hiding Racket. We have an interesting start. They're playing Tron, so they should be pretty slow, but I mean, still a strong deck. So now we're slamming our Arbor Elf plus Jewel Thief, and I think we've done our best. Can we go Chrysalis plus Avenging Hunter here? So yeah, of course we can, but probably we can also, no, I don't think we can Boarding Party plus Avenging Hunter. So we have 6, we have 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, no, we can't, but we can Chrysalis, so let's Chrysalis. Probably I'm going to do this way. I can't attack with Arbor Elf, so I'm gonna use them only for the mana. So I'm going to take this one. I have to use the treasure anyway. Okay. We've done a pretty good turn 3. I mean, I'm happy with this start. New day. New matches. Same league. I feel like we should be 0-2 instead of 1-1, but probably we're losing this one. Okay, huge weather the storm here. I'm not so afraid of weather the storm because we have a lot of damage. So I think I'm going to pump the jewel thief. In this way they can't... yeah, that's the plan. So, oh, Hydra is huge. Do I want to slam the Hydra now? No, I think they're probably going to block the boarding party. Or probably they're not going to block, so they hope to win the next turn. So, yeah, probably I'm simply slamming this boarding party. Poser, interesting. Okay. Let's play the forest. Let's attack with all. And I don't know if I want to sacrifice. Yes, probably want to sacrifice the spawns in case they do not block. Okay, of course they do not block, so I'm going to sacrifice these spawns probably. Let's think about it. Yes, because then I lose the mana for the Hydra, but now I deal 3 damage more, so I think still works. It's the same. I think it's the same. Okay, so hope they don't win the next turn. They already have another mirror. So, but I didn't see. The plan is this one. Let's try this way. Okay, this is another keep. Solid keep. Okay, 2 top. Wow. They draw with Candy Trail. Okay. Okay. I think here I'm slamming the... Of course the Chrysalis. And probably also the Jewel Thief, yes. Even though this Chrysalis will not take the counters from these 2 spawns, but I think here slamming a Jewel Thief, which is a trampling creature, is pretty useful. I'm using they, but of course it's an he, I mean. Incredible player, incredible content creator. Okay, so now they can champ this Chrysalis. Do I want to wait to cast this Hydra? I think I'm going to wait. I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6. I give +4/+4. But +4/+4 is a lot. Instead, if I only go Chrysalis plus Cruise Shock on the Jewel Thief, so +4/+4, I deal 7 damage next turn. How much damage? I think it is still better to play the Chrysalis now. In this way, I don't know. I don't know because so If I play Chrysalis, the next turn I can 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 6 plus 6, and I also have the Pippolini. So plus 8 plus 8. Instead now I only give plus 4 plus 4, so it is an 8. But next turn in this way I also add another giant creature attacking. So probably I'm only preparing the board for the next turn. 8 damage, they go to... Yeah, probably I'm doing this way. Yes, sure. So I'm going to sacrifice this one and putting a counter here and yielding. They take back the star, which is which costs 0. Oh, Fangren, huge. So now they can gain 10 life. They have an Eviscerator in the graveyard, so pretty strong. Okay, now I'm slamming this Hydra. Probably here. So... Yeah. I can't attack with this Jewel Thief. Yes. Oh, yes, of course. He gains life from the treasure. I completely forgot that aspect. Okay, we still have a good race, so... I mean, this is probably lost. They go to 7, ok. Arsenal Altar. Another Mirror Retriever. Ok, infinite mana and infinite life. So let's hope to make a turn 3 initiative on the G3. We can think about a run through at this point. Yeah, probably, but I don't know if it's worth it. Probably it is worth it. Yeah, I mean, I want to try. This is a mulligan. Okay, this is a solid keep. This is a turn 3 initiative. So I have to put the Hydra on the bottom. They kept, Sidin kept to 7. Ah, okay, they also run Expedition up. I mean, it is almost, I think Jewel Thief here. Yeah, because Trump is a trampling creature. So they can jump maybe with the Mirror Retriever, stuff like that. Okay, so they're cracking the map. Okay, they're cracking the map now. So here I'm going to make this and initiative. think I'm going to take the red. Next turn I have two 5/5 trampling creatures. They can go like Ashnod Altar and then next turn double me Retriever plus Weather the Storm. Also this play is a threat for us because they can combo somehow. Dual Thief, okay, I guess let's attack, let's slam our creatures and hope them not to combo. I mean, we've played a very good Magic this game, so if they manage to win even against this board, really good job from Sidin Raken. They're storming a lot. I think they can gain like, I don't know, 30 life. 7, yes. 7, 32. Ooh. GG. Turn 3 initiative. Good job, deck. Good job. Fourth match, and we are on the play. Pretty good news. With a decent hand. Decent hand, okay. I'm trying this new layout for the score, for keeping the score, but I guess I have to play all the matches all in a row, because if I, for example, I've played 2 matches yesterday and I'm finishing the league today, and but this thing then changes. So now since I am 1-0 instead, I am 2-1. So yeah, I have to keep that in mind. So probably I'm going to edit this one. I don't know, but I am 2-1, not 1-0. Okay, familiars or Jeskai something. So now I'm slamming a Cruise Shock, which is, well, probably I'm attacking with Dual Thief to see if they jump. I don't know if, I don't think they will jump. So I'm going to attack. Let's see if they block. Please block. Please, my friend, block, block. Okay. Okay, and you also take 1 damage. You can have snap, of course, but at least I got rid of gaining life engine, so I'm happy with that. Hydra or Repurposer. I mean, Hydra is the best. Is the best. Is the best card here, but I really have an Hydra. I don't have the mana, so I don't know what I'm going to draw. Probably an Utopian Sprawl to make this Hydra even bigger. Yes, probably this is the take. Let's see. I mean, it is useless to have 2 Hydra if they are, I don't know, 3/4 and 4/5, so it's better to have only one, but big. Interesting, this Cruise Shock. So here I'm going to Utopia Sprawl here. Don't think I want to play the Hydra now. Because 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 6, plus 6 is not so bad. Eh? Plus 6 is interesting. Next turn we can... but we lose a 4/4 trample. So... this is a tough decision. I think I want the 4/4 on the table. Yeah, probably want that 4/4 on the table. So here I'm simply attacking, slamming the Cruise Shock. I think here we can... we're not such in a rush. So probably in this way, with more turns, we're dealing more damage. So in the next 3 turns, we're not dealing more damage, but probably in the next 4 turns, we're dealing more damage. So probably want to do this way. Also because if they snap the Jewel Thief in this spot, I mean, I have an Hydra which is a 6, so I prefer to have a bigger Hydra, to be honest. Deep analysis, sure. Okay, here we go. Now I think I'm slamming the Hydra. I can also put the Hydra on the spawn. That's an interesting take. So I give also trample to this spawn. They have 3 different threats to deal with. So not only 2 giant creatures, but yeah, I think I'm going to do this way. Next turn I have also the Cruise Shock counters to put. They're forced to jump in this spot with a creature. One between the Pharaoh and the Familiar will go in the graveyard. Yep, of course. Of course, if they go snap here, they resolve this problem, but the Hydra still remains on the battlefield, so that's the important. Ooh. They could have snap, of course. I guess here I'm going to... So if I play boarding party, they have to champ it. They're forced to do it. So yeah, probably I'm going to cast this one. Okay. I mean, trample is is incredible. Very good Cruise Shock job in this game. +2/+2, get rid of the first Pharaoh. Then for 4 on the table, scavenge ability, which was menacing them. Incredible job by this good card. Okay, Vines is pretty good because it covers also ephemerate. I think the boarding part is also huge. Probably I'm taking out the Cruise Shock, even though in this spot has done a good job. This is not the end I want against Familiars. I don't know, I am on the draw, I can mulligan. They start the game with 7 cards in hands. But I don't know. Probably I'm going to keep this one. You can definitely mulligan an end like this, but I had 12 very strong draws. All the fast mana spells would have been pretty strong, so I felt like I could keep this end. Also mulligan probably would have been better, but okay, one turn later, unfortunately. So here I'm probably going to rumble anyway. Or Arbor Elf. So next turn I have 2, 3, 4. I have 4 mana. I can go. I guess I can go Chrysalis anyway. Yes, I think I'm going to rumble here. I mean, I don't want to take the snap on the elf. So now they can't snap, so I'm going to yield. Don't know if I want to play these Arbor Elves. Probably I want to play Chrysalis. In this way I have still initiative next turn. I have a huge creature, yes, I like this play. Arbor Elf is pretty strong turn 1, even if they can have snap also turn 2. But after turn 1 against Familiar with a chance on the table, don't think it's such a good idea to play this Arbor Elf. They make value. If they snap this one, it's okay, I've already ramped, so I'm happy with that. Yes. Let's see if they have Essence Scatter, stuff like that. So now we can bait them if I play this. They maybe counter prohibit, hoping us not to have the other land. No, they didn't. Okay, so now I'm 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's do this way. Counter initiative. For Forest and Arbor Elf. If this thing was countered, I mean, probably game over. because my hand is not good. Okay, let's attack if they to see if they have a snap or if they take 4 damage. The Chrysalis also can block the Modern Age, but I guess they will snap the Chrysalis. So now I have a lot of mana next turns. I don't think they're going to counter this one. I mean, the Hydra is a threat for sure, so if you want to prevent a huge Hydra, playing the Arbor Elf is countering the Arbor Elf is useful for sure. So Drifter, okay. Let's see if there is an ephemerate. Okay, no, there isn't an ephemerate. So Forge on the Avenging Hunter, the only trampling creature in this spot. I'm probably going to attack with all here. Yes. I mean, they can have snap, they still anyway the initiative, so I force them to have the snap now. Okay, this is decent for me. Oh, they have the ephemerate. If they have the ephemerate, probably it is over. Yes. And now the situation is pretty tough. I mean, I have two trampling creatures. So I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is, I don't think I can cast both of them. But yeah, I have to try to slam this initiative first. To see if they counter it. Now, I guess I can first slam the Jewel Thief. The first one at least. So yeah, Jewel Thief. Do I want to keep this initiative for the next turn? I mean, they can draw something. I don't know if they play like Essence Scatter, Counter Spell, Remove Soul, stuff like that. I think so. If they don't, probably it's better to play the Avenging Hunter after, so we still back the initiative because we have but they can also run they can also play the Pharaoh, so I think I'm probably slamming the initiative now. Yes. And probably also an Arbor Elf, because if I see an Hydra, yeah, if I see an Hydra, it is 2 mana more. So yeah, probably slamming also an Arbor Elf. Can also attack, I mean, another way to try to take back the initiative. This is a disaster. This is a disaster. I need an Hydra, and yeah, Hydra is a good way to escape this situation, even though they could have a snap on the creature bestowed by the Hydra. Yes, I've kept a slow hand, so I probably deserve this loss. But I'm afraid to mulligan with this deck. I mean, you can mulligan to 5 pretty well if you... But yes, probably I should have mulliganed. Being able to play Magic doesn't mean being able to play good Magic. So I have lands and spells, okay, but if these lands and spells are not powerful enough, it is useless, I guess. GG. Let's try to attack. Maybe I can steal the initiative back and draw a card. Let's see. They're taking 5 or they have a snap. Interesting. Let's see what we draw. Okay, it's not so bad. I mean, we can try to do something. For sure we ramp. We ramp a lot, so probably if they don't see a snap, an Hydra could be huge. Yeah, I don't think... I think giving up in this spot would be incorrect. Even if they, of course, they are ahead, they're probably going to win, but let's play. They suffer the big trampling creatures, so okay, now it is definitely over because they can jump the initiative without taking damage with, for example, Pharaon and Bird Illusion. Yes, yes, probably over. But I have to see if they have Evanescent Scatter, Remove Soul. So I want to play also for that reason. They're going to Forge, so this Mystic probably becomes huge. No, the Modern Age, they want to close the game, it makes sense, okay. GG. Let's go to the game 3. I feel like the Vines are okay, but probably on the play I want to slime my big creatures. I mean, Vines prevent them from playing the Ephemerate, which is a strong play, for sure. But also having a 4/4 trample is probably on the play. I want only to have my plan. Okay, this is a keep. They can't have the snap first turn. They don't even have the spell pierce. Oh, okay, wow. I guess this Screw Shock now is huge. Cruise Shock or double rumble? Or double rumble? I mean, Cruise Shock is a 4/4 trample. It puts a lot of pressure. So if next turn I play, but if I hit initiative, of course, that would be better. So let's think about it. If next turn I play the Rumble, then I have 4 mana, so I can't cast the initiative, but probably it is okay. I mean, I really like to play this 4/4 on turn 2. So trampling creature, solid. Really like this beast. You can snap it, okay. Modern Age. Another Cruise Shock, wow. Huh. So now I have 5 mana. So I can play a Rumble first. Boarding Party, oh, Boarding Party is huge. Yes, Boarding Party. And probably here I'm slamming another Cruise Shock, yes. I mean, if I slam another Cruise Shock, then next turn I don't have the Boarding Party. So, no, I'm probably going another... but another Cruise Shock here is so good. Tough decision here. I guess if I hit a land... Arbor Elf. Think the Hydra at this point. Or Arbor Elf, I can ramp. I think the Hydra here is the best pick. So now I can also go another Rumble. Avenging Hunter, here we go. Okay. Let's see if they have an answer to this Avenging Hunter. Probably a little clunky turn, but still okay. Okay, now let's attack first. And then let's slam the initiative. Probably this way. Yes, because if they counter it, no, I mean it's the same. If the counter it is a disaster anyway. Okay, they do not run any counter creature, any countering creature spell, so good for us. Modern Age is pretty slow in terms of stealing the initiative, especially on the draw. So they know we have these two cards in hand. They can go like Familiar, snap this thing. Okay, they're going to... I think here the best snap to is this thing. Because this one has an ATB. This is similar in terms of power and doesn't have an ATB. No, they decided to snap the initiative. I mean, it's okay. Totally fine. Probably they have another snap. No, Murmuring Mystic, still a banger. Okay, so now I'm going to reinforce this one. I know if they block, I can kill the Mystic, but I have to exploit the mana. And of course, I'm also going to put counters on it. So, okay, this is interesting. So now they're in a tough situation. They have to jump this boarding party somehow, so I think I'm going to slam it. They don't have the flying creatures now, so they... Wow! Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so mean. And now I can also give +2/+2 to the Cruise Shock in order to be lethal. So probably they're going to jump with this one here. Take 8 and then I Cruise Shock this one. Boarding party in this spot is devastating. And also next turn I can Hydra it, so... When they do not have blockers, I mean good blockers like 1/1 creatures, okay, I think it is over. When they do not have good blockers, Boarding Party is so good. It's like a removal, plus, I mean, also cascading a ramping spell for the next turn would have been nice, but of course, cascading an initiative, I mean, is definitely the best thing it can do. GG. Okay, last match of the league. This is a keep. We are 3-1, even though the score says 2-0, because I've played 2 matches yesterday, and instead today I'm playing the other 3 matches, so the score is not doesn't work when someone doesn't work if I don't play all in a row. So okay. Okay. Oh, Snare Master, interesting. But now there is a Chrysalis, which is huge. They can bounce this one, of course. Okay, so let's play this Chrysalis, and let's play also the Repurposer, I guess. Snap on the Chrysalis is okay. I mean, if they don't have counterspell back, it's not a problem, but probably they have it if they going to play to make this play. So let's see what they do with their Faeries here. If they go like bottom bottom, they're in trouble. One top, one bottom. They're okay. Then they draw that card. So hoping not, hoping that there is no counterspell. This initiative is pretty weak against the Faeries. I mean, it is difficult to them G1 manage such a powerful creature, but of course they can pretty easy steal the initiative. Okay, this means they don't have the counter, but they can stun the Chrysalis, which I don't know if I care. I mean, if you only stun it, I can still block the ninjas, so I don't think it is such a problem. Okay, here I think I'm going to attack, probably. Yes. To attack with both of them, I mean. We have to raise. Okay, they take 6, which is interesting. Then we play the Chrysalis. And then we play an Avenging Hunter. I don't know if I like this play of Avenging Hunter. I feel like Khrushchev is pretty solid. But Avenging Hunter can... I mean, they steal the initiative, but I have a lot of power. Huh. Probably here I'm risking to play this initiative. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let's risk. Because if they counter Cruise Shock, I still can make value with this one, because I have the scavenge ability. Instead, if they counter this one, they can somehow do weird things. So, okay, they're going to tap the Chrysalis or the Avenging Hunter? The Chrysalis. Okay. Yes, you're stealing the initiative. Only with one. Interesting. Having the Pippolini in this spot would be great, but let's attack with all. I mean, if these things dies, it is not a problem. The Avenging Hunter and Dual Thief have trample. I can reinforce them if they like block somehow. I've also this blocker. Yes, I'm quite happy with. I'm not sure I'm happy with this situation, but can go worse. Okay, Bind Barrow, sure. Hoping them to have only one Bind Barrow. On the Avenging Hunter, wow. Probably they want to get rid of the Avenging Hunter. Okay, they have only one Bind Barrow, which is great for us. So in this way, they're not taking damage, they're killing... okay, but I guess you're taking still damage. Yeah, here I'm going to reinforce this one. I mean, if this things is alive, is a big problem for them. Oh, wow. Didn't expect this one. Okay, I guess. So, yes, that's precisely the same. I take the initiative back. I will make this Dual Thief bigger because it has trample. And then I will play a Arbor Elf with this mana, lot of mana, and pass the turn. Don't need to play this mountain. Let's see if they have a ninja. If they have a ninja, it would be pretty annoying. Okay, they have it. So now they can stun. How they stun in this spot? And +2/+2, of course. What are you? Okay, the 3/3 Faeries here. Wow. Probably the Dual Thief. Yes. Okay. This is huge. Let's hope to hit an Hydra. Oh my god. Okay, this is pretty bad. I guess the forest. Because I need this, I mean, 4, 5, 6, yes. Let's attack with these ones. See how they jump, if they jump. Okay, okay. For me, it's totally fine. Ooh, another mutagenic. Alright. So now, I think I'm going to Cruise Shock the Dual Thief. I mean, that's our only out. Yes, I guess so. Big trampling creature. Let's hope them not to have an interaction. But making another big spawn, I think, would be useless in this spot. Okay, 0 top to bottom. This is good news for us. Wow, GG, we've won this game. Didn't expect to win this game. Interesting. Trampling creatures are huge, wow. Also, finally a good draw, I mean, okay, cascading an Arbor Elf. Okay, Cruise Shock made the game, I guess. So, what's the plan here? I think the initiative is bad because post side they could have bind the monster. They could have also an enchantment, which we already seen. I mean, I've we've already we've already faced this deck without the mutagenic growth. So I think I'm going to I want to try the Analia. I want to try this card. I mean, I've already tried the Sandstorm that weren't so powerful. So now I want to try the Analia. Let's do this experiment. Okay, I guess this is a mulligan anyway, even with the Avenging Hunters. So mulligan. Oh my god. This is a mulligan. What can we do with this hand? We don't have anything. Deck? Deck? What's happening, deck? Okay. Don't know where are we going, but let's slam a dual thief turn 2. Happens, I mean, it is okay, but this deck mulligans a lot, but imagine being in a big tournament, you're playing your third game or a win in, and this happens. I mean, pretty sad. Let's see if they have some sideboard card. Okay. Okay, they're taking 1 damage. Interesting. They want to be reactive. Okay, so I think I will attack. No. No, they could have Bind Barrow, so I think I will pass. Simply pass. Okay. Okay, ninja. Sure. Chrysalis is a card. Chrysalis is a magic card. Now I think I want to attack. Can't believe we're still playing with a mulligan to 4. Okay, here we go. The unable to scream. I remember this one from the previous matches against Faeries. Okay, why are you doing this? You have mutagenic growth. For sure. I think I'm going to block this circuit hacker this way. And then I think I'm also blocking... I mean, this thing is useless in this moment. So I'm probably going to sacrifice it. Yes? Don't have ways to make this thing useful, so... Okay, but still dying. Okay. So we have 7 now. Do we want to bait a starter with this Arbor Elf? But I think I'm just slamming this boarding party this way. This way, if they counter it, I can still block the ninja. Okay, let's see what we find. Jewel Thief, Nyxborn Hydra. Probably here a ramping spell, so probably Jewel Thief. Drowsy Repute Poser, because it ramps anyway, even if they counter it. So yeah, why not? This way I can... I want to attack here. I can't stay back. I have to sacrifice a spawn in order to block this ninja. Okay, counterspell, right. There was an argument about sacrificing all the spawns and playing an Arbor Elf, but I feel like in this moment we have to maximize our value, not our tempo plays. So sacrificing spawns, I don't see it a good idea with a ninja staring at us. So now we have 6 mana. Can slam another boarding party, but that would mean I think I'm going to bait a starter here. I mean, that doesn't make sense, but I have to play this Arbor Elf. Yes, let's play this one first. Okay, starter, of course. And then let's play this one. Hoping them not to ninja. They ninja. I mean, that's the deck. So they have a spell starter in hand. They can counter a 2 mana drop. Okay, now we have the land for the boarding party. They go 0 top, 1 bottom. This is great. This is great. And now I'm attacking. Also with the Repute Poser. Okay, so probably they're going to kill the Repute Poser with the powers and the Bind Barrow, but they're going to take 6, which is a lot. So I'm quite happy. And I make also a spawn. Yeah, here probably yielding. No, I'm not yielding because they could have Echoing Truth, so I have to... Oh, this is so annoying. What are you going to tap? They're deciding. Interesting, so they could have some combat tricks. For this reason, I think I'm going to block the Bind Bar. Okay, they are attacking this way, and I will block. Don't want them to draw cards. This is a card. This is an incredible card. I think I'm going to bestow this one. Don't think they have the Spell Pierce. Do I want to sacrifice also this one? Nah, I don't think so. So I think I'm going to deal... if they have a mutagenic growth, no, it is okay, it is okay, it is okay. So they got to 1. I have 2 trampling creatures, they have to okay, win the game. Okay, so last considerations. I think this league should be a 3-2, not a 4-1, because the first Faeries players I think could have won, but of course we didn't play G2. And another interesting aspect is that G2 of the last match, I mean, we mulligan to 4 and we still win, so incredible. Didn't find any glee, so didn't test in a good way these ones, but I guess these are, I mean, the plan is still very straight, so cutting any card from this main list is a pain. Of course not against mono red, against Faeries you're happy cutting these ones and also these ones, and having strong cards in the sideboard. Against mono red, against Faeries instead we don't have such powerful cards, we only are happy to cut the Avenging Hunter. We've met walls, which is impossible. So probably when you put these cards, you're not happy, because you're not happy to cut this powerful prosciutto, and instead you're putting situational cards. So another line is to keep all the cards of the main list and try to scam. Only try to be fast. Turn through Bannerhide Crucial if you have Elf plus an enchantment and 2 lands and 2 forests. So yeah, I feel that the deck is pretty fun. I really suggest you to play this deck if you want to have fun in Pauper. Very aggressive, a lot of hard mulligans, a lot of heavy mulligans, but good ones. So you can win the game also with mulligan to 4 against a Faeries, which kept I think with 7 cards. So on the draw, so impressive. So I hope you enjoyed. See you in the next videos.